Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Big announcement. In the world of reality television, few journeys have been as raw, inspiring, and unpredictable as that of Tammy Slaton, the breakout star of TLC's hit series 1,000-Pound Sisters. Over the years, viewers have seen her at her lowest and her highest, battling not just the scale but also her inner demons, addiction, grief, and a lifelong fight to reclaim control over her body and her life. But now, Tammy is proving that the story isn't over, far from it. The once bedridden Kentucky native has emerged from the shadows of her past with a stunning transformation that has left fans speechless. With a dramatic weight loss that seems almost unbelievable, Tammy has finally made the kind of big announcement that symbolizes not just physical change but deep emotional rebirth. This is the story of Tammy Slaton's latest chapter, one filled with courage, healing, and a powerful message for anyone who has ever felt like giving up. A journey that began in pain. To truly understand the magnitude of Tammy's transformation, one must first revisit where it all began. When 1,000-Pound Sisters first premiered in 2020, Tammy and her younger sister Amy Slaton were introduced to audiences as two women trapped by their own bodies and trauma. Tammy, then weighing over 700 pounds, was barely able to stand on her own. Every breath was labored, every step a risk, and every day an emotional battle between hope and despair. While Amy managed to lose weight and undergo bariatric surgery early in the series, Tammy's progress was much slower. She struggled with binge eating, depression, and resentment, emotions often compounded by fan criticism and online trolling. The weight wasn't just on her body, it was in her heart. Many times it seemed like Tammy's story might end in tragedy. Hospitalizations became frequent and her oxygen dependency increased. Even her family, loving yet frustrated, worried aloud that she might not live to see another year. But somehow, despite everything, Tammy fought back. The turning point, a life-saving wake-up call. In late 2021, Tammy hit rock bottom. After a frightening medical emergency, she was rushed to the hospital and placed on life support. Her lungs were failing, and doctors warned her family that the situation was dire. For a brief moment, the 1,000-Pound Sisters fan base mourned in advance, believing that this was the end of Tammy's journey. But what came next changed everything. After months in a rehab facility, Tammy slowly began to take her health seriously. She was fitted with a tracheostomy tube to assist her breathing, and though the recovery was slow, it was steady. In a heart-to-heart moment filmed for the show, Tammy tearfully promised her family and herself that she would never let her body reach that state again. From that day forward, something in Tammy shifted. Gone was the woman who lashed out at her siblings or made excuses for her self-destructive habits. In her place emerged someone quiet, determined, and focused. Rehab wasn't just a hospital stay, it became a spiritual transformation. And as months turned into years, fans began to notice. Tammy Slaton wasn't just surviving anymore, she was living. From hospital bed to hero, the weight loss transformation. By early 2024, Tammy's physical transformation was impossible to ignore. The once immobile reality star had reportedly lost more than 400 pounds, a number that stunned even her harshest critics. Social media exploded with side-by-side photos of Tammy's progress. In each new post, her face appeared slimmer, her confidence stronger, and her light brighter. Fans were quick to flood her comment sections with praise. "Tammy, you're absolutely glowing. I can't believe this is the same woman we met in season 1. You are proof that miracles happen when you refuse to quit." But it wasn't just about the numbers on the scale. Tammy began to show the world who she really was beyond the label of the 1,000-Pound Sister. She started experimenting with fashion, ditching oversized t-shirts for stylish dresses and playful accessories. Her once muted expressions were now replaced by radiant smiles. And more importantly, she carried herself differently, with pride, with peace, and with purpose. A woman reborn, Tammy's big announcement. After months of sharing glimpses of her new life online, Tammy finally hinted that something huge was coming. She teased her followers with cryptic captions like "Big news soon" and "Can't wait to share my next chapter." Naturally, fans began speculating. Was she dating again? Was a new season of 1,000-Pound Sisters on the horizon? Or was she ready to step away from reality TV altogether? Finally, Tammy took to TikTok and Instagram Live to make her big announcement. Sitting in front of the camera, noticeably slimmer and radiant in a flowy burgundy blouse, she smiled and said, "Y'all have seen me fight, y'all have seen me cry, and y'all have seen me fall apart. But today, I'm here to say, I made it. I'm starting something new. I'm launching my own wellness and body positivity platform." Her announcement stunned fans, and not just because of the weight loss. Tammy revealed that she's been working behind the scenes on a project designed to help others who struggle with obesity, mental health, and self-worth. Tentatively titled Slaton Strong, the online platform will feature motivational videos, behind-the-scenes content from her weight loss journey, and collaborations with dietitians and therapists. In Tammy's own words, "This ain't about being skinny. It's about being alive. I want people to know it's never too late to start over. If I can do it, so can you." Rebuilding her confidence and her life, the Tammy who once hid behind sarcasm and anger has grown into a woman who leads with compassion and authenticity. She's no longer defined by her weight but by her wisdom. And perhaps what's most powerful is her willingness to acknowledge the mistakes she's made along the way. During her Instagram Live Q&A, a fan asked her what kept her motivated through her darkest days. Tammy's response was both emotional and enlightening. "I looked in the mirror one day and didn't recognize myself, not just my face, but my soul. I realized I had spent so much time hating who I was that I forgot I could love her too. That's when everything changed." Tammy has also been vocal about her grief following the passing of her husband, Caleb Willingham, in 2023. His sudden death was a devastating blow, one that threatened to undo all of her progress. But instead of turning back to food for comfort, Tammy turned to therapy, prayer, and community. She began journaling, walking outdoors, and connecting with fans who had lost loved ones. In one poignant TikTok video, she said, "Losing Caleb broke my heart, but I know he'd want me to keep going. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. So now I'm doing this for both of us." The support system behind the success. While Tammy's hard work has been the driving force behind her success, she hasn't done it alone. Her sister Amy Slaton, who has also gone through her own transformation physically and emotionally, has remained one of Tammy's strongest supporters. In a heartfelt Instagram post, Amy wrote, "I'm so proud of my sister. We've been through hell and back together, but seeing her smile again makes every fight worth it." Their bond, once fractured by frustration and jealousy, seems to have been repaired through mutual respect and growth. Other family members, like their brother Chris Combs, have also been cheering Tammy on. Chris, who underwent his own weight loss journey, has said publicly that Tammy's transformation inspires him every day. Even fans who once criticized Tammy's attitude have admitted that she's become one of the most inspiring figures in reality television today. The media's reaction, a redemption story for the ages. In a media landscape obsessed with quick fixes and cosmetic makeovers, Tammy Slaton's transformation feels refreshingly genuine. Major outlets like People, Entertainment Tonight, and The Sun have covered her story extensively, celebrating not just her physical changes but her newfound emotional balance. Experts in obesity and mental health have praised Tammy for using her platform responsibly, acknowledging that weight loss isn't just about diet or exercise but also about confronting trauma, loneliness, and self-image. Dr. Sarah Linden, a licensed therapist who specializes in eating disorders, commented on Tammy's growth. "Tammy's evolution represents what real healing looks like. She's learning to nurture herself rather than punish herself. That's what true transformation is." Social media platforms have even coined a new phrase for her journey, #the Tammy effect, symbolizing resilience, rebirth, and the power of second chances. A new chapter. Beyond reality TV. With her new project Slaton Strong, Tammy is stepping into a role few would have predicted, a motivational figure. She has hinted at releasing a memoir, tentatively titled From Bedridden to Brave, detailing her life before fame, her near-death experience, and her journey towards self-love. Tammy also revealed she's been approached for several speaking engagements at health and wellness events. "I never thought I'd be the one giving advice," she laughed during a live stream. "But maybe that's what I was meant to do all along." There's even talk of Tammy collaborating with nonprofits focused on obesity awareness and food addiction recovery. How fans are reacting. The internet's response to Tammy's big announcement has been overwhelmingly positive. On TikTok, her comment sections overflow with messages of admiration. "You're the reason I didn't give up on myself. Seeing your progress makes me cry happy tears. Tammy, you are living proof that change is possible." Even longtime critics have changed their tune. Some who once doubted her have publicly apologized for harsh comments made years ago. Tammy, in her signature humble tone, simply replied, "I forgive everyone who ever doubted me. Because honestly, I doubted me too once." The emotional core. What Tammy's story teaches us. Tammy's transformation is not merely a before and after story, it's a living example of what it means to fight for yourself when the world stops believing in you. For years, Tammy was painted as the villain of her own series, moody, lazy, resistant to help. But in truth, she was a woman suffocating under pain she didn't know how to process. Her big announcement isn't just about launching a platform or celebrating her success. It's a public declaration that self-love is possible even after years of self-destruction. Her journey reminds us that no transformation is linear. There are setbacks, relapses, tears, and moments of doubt. But as Tammy herself says, "The only difference between who I was and who I am now is that I stopped giving up." What's next for Tammy Slaton? Tammy's life looks very different now from the one viewers first saw on TLC. She's not only lighter in body but freer in spirit. She walks unassisted, cooks healthy meals, and spends time outdoors, simple pleasures that once seemed impossible. She's also exploring new friendships and even hinted at a possible new relationship, though she remains tight-lipped about details. As for 1,000-Pound Sisters, Tammy has confirmed she'll appear in upcoming episodes but says her storylines will now focus less on drama and more on empowerment. "This time," she said, "I want people to see my peace, not my pain." And for fans who followed her since the beginning, that's all they ever wanted, to see Tammy happy, healthy, and finally in love with herself. The legacy of Tammy Slaton. From her early struggles to her triumphant transformation, Tammy Slaton's story is one of the most compelling redemption arcs in modern reality TV history. She's gone from being a cautionary tale to a symbol of perseverance, proving that healing is possible when you choose to believe in your own worth. Her big announcement isn't just about a new venture, it's about reclaiming her life's narrative. She's no longer the sad sister, the angry one, or the hopeless case. She's Tammy Slaton, survivor, advocate, and inspiration. And as she steps into this new era of her life, she leaves fans with a message that could apply to anyone facing their own battle. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to start. One breath, one step, one choice at a time. That's how you change your life.